Hey folks, welcome to episode 61 of the Mile 20 podcast where epic shit happens. I'm Laura and I am here with my bestie,
Lori.
And we have a fun episode today. We're going to talk today about the Flying Pig Marathon, which is in Cincinnati, Ohio. We like Cincinnati.
Yeah, I would say Flying Pig is easily a top 5 city marathon for me.
It is. But before we talk about the marathon, we have a couple things to cover. And the first is, good morning, Vietnam. We are in 49 countries now, including a nice little uptick recently in Vietnam. So to our Vietnamese listeners, xin chào.
Xin chào.
And another really, I had to actually look up where this country was. There's a country called Gabon, and it's spelled Gabon, and it's in Central Africa. And we have a listener in Gabon, Africa.
Hello, Gabon.
It's kind of wild.
I know. I love that.
So 49 countries and ticking. So great stuff.
Yes. So please reach out to us. I mean, like us on Instagram.
Send us notes.
At Mile 20 Podcast. Yeah, check in and let us know that you're listening because we'd love to hear from you guys and interact.
You know who I absolutely love hearing from? Running Stacy.
Yeah, Running Stacy is the bomb.
Running Stacy is the bomb. Running Stacy is constantly like messaging us and so we're then, I mean, constantly in a bad way, but it's just really cool to go and like know that there's somebody that you're interacting with. And another cool thing is that one of my former neighbors, Kathy Salerno, she wrote me the other day and said that like my mile a day, quest for the year is inspiring her. And she was like, I don't know, maybe I can go and do it. So I just messaged her. I was like, you can do this. Like, yeah. So that's what this is about, y'all. This is like, we're just two ordinary Joes or Janes. And, we're just getting out there and moving and doing our thing. Yeah. And, you can go and do it too. But we want to hear from you and hear like the really cool stories of just not only how we're connecting with you, but like we want to hear, your stories and how we can connect with you even further.
I know it's funny because I'm a retired stay-at-home mom of 3,
and it's funny that you say that. I just can't. I'm a retired stay-at-home mom,
and I was out with my husband this weekend and I said something and I'm like, we're ordinary. I feel very ordinary. And he's like, honey, there's nothing ordinary about 72 marathons. And I'm like, but from my perspective, it's just my hobby. It's just what I do. Yeah. It's not something extraordinary, but it's funny because just like one normal thing piled on year after year, month after month, day after day turns into something extraordinary. And it's just kind of interesting what that looks like. And you don't see it when you're younger and you're in the thick of it until you have all that time under your belt, until you look back and you're like, well, shit.
Like, I was the freaking bomb.
Yeah, I guess that is pretty cool. Yeah.
I read a stat, too, before we get into our running news, because we have a couple of cool things to share with our listeners.
Yeah.
But there was a stat that said that every year there's like 0.01% of the population of the world that runs a marathon.
Yeah.
And that's like really small.
Well, and that's just to run one.
Right. That's just to run one marathon. Because you got those who are repeaters.
Yeah. Like what's the stat of people who have ran over 50?
Yeah. Oh, I have to look that up now.
Yeah, of course.
Well, as long as people document it, right?
Yeah.
But all right. So what's going on in running news? This was kind of badass. Talking about like not being extraordinary or ordinary. This is being extraordinary.
This is extraordinary. So Giuseppe D'Amato, I'm hoping I'm saying his name right, just ran the Milano Marathon this past weekend, breaking a world record for men 90 and older.
90 years young.
Yeah. So you people out there who are like, I'm not a runner, I'll never run, that's not my thing, and you just are here to hear us gab. Guess what? If Giuseppe D'Amato can set a world record at 90 for running a marathon, you can run
a mile a day.
A mile a day, down the block, walk to your mailbox. You can do whatever you want to do. You just have to decide you want to do it, stick to it, and keep at it.
I totally
Anyway, he ran the Milano Marathon in a 4-hour, 30 minutes and 30 seconds, which beat the world record by nearly 1 hour and 45 minutes.
He slayed it.
Holy shit. I can't even run a 4:30. I've never run a 4:30 in my life.
He's fucking 90 years old, dude.
That is amazing. Congratulations, Giuseppe.
Yes, congratulations. That is just absolutely outstanding.
Yes.
Outstanding. In other news in the running community, the Boston Marathon is gonna kick off here in a couple of weeks.
On 420?
On 420. And then unfortunately, no, not unfortunately, but it's I don't even know where the fuck I was going with that. My brain just went boop.
Laura's not running on all full cylinders.
I have no
tonight.
cylinders tonight. I got home last night from a girls' trip, and I landed at the house at like 1:30 in the morning. Yeah. And had to work today, so it was a really long day. But the Boston Marathon is coming up on the 20th of April, and it is the 130th running of the Boston Marathon.
Oh, that's so cool.
I know. It's weird that we ran it 9 years ago.
Insane.
And, I mean, I could relive, like, every step of that day.
I know. It was
that
incredible.
weekend. That was an absolutely fantastic weekend.
Yeah. If you get the chance to run the Boston Marathon, run it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether you do it for charity or you qualify or you're on marathon tours or however the hell you do it. Be proud of it. Run it. Everybody should run it. Everybody deserves to run it. You know, that's all I have to say about that.
And the Paris Marathon was just this past weekend. So I have been secretly looking at the registration on the Paris Marathon, which, by the way, next year it is, I think it's scheduled for April 12th.
And then
see, it's on my to-do list, girl.
And then London would be
London's the 2 weekends following.
2 weeks.
Yeah, there's a weekend in between.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
duly
noted. What have you been up to? What was your epic weekend about?
Oh, as true to form, I try to aspire to backpack at least once a year at the very least, because my body and my mind crave it at all times.
Amen to that, sister.
So there's a lot of really cool hiking in Pennsylvania. It's very challenging in a different way than like the whites and all that, in that, you know, PA is straight up and straight down, and
that's what she said.
It's not very groomed. You know, there's a lot of rocks.
That's what she said. Or that's what he said. I'll be here all night, folks.
Thanks. Anyway, it's just easy for us to get away for a quick weekend. I can drive 4 hours and be in the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon in the Pennsylvania Wilds area, which is like north central PA.
Beautiful area out there.
It is beautiful. There's a lovely trail. It's 30 miles one direction. And there's shuttles. There's Pine Creek Outfitters is who we went through. It was really cool. So they have a shuttle that you can park in the north. Most people hike south to north on the West Rim Trail. You can park in the north and they will shuttle you to the south.
Nice. I like that.
However, that shuttle was at 8:30. We had a 4-hour drive. Dave was coming off of a business trip. We left on Friday morning. He took Friday off. And so we were kind of stressed about the timing.
Trying to make the 8:30 shuttle.
Yeah.
With a 4-hour drive ahead of you. Wah, wah.
Right. And I run chronically late. So let's just put that there. So, they also have this thing called the Canyon Valet, so it would have cost us, it was $30 per person. It was going to cost us $60 to take the shuttle. It was $80 to park our car, and then they drive it. You just have to find a way to hide the key, and they have a form you fill out about where you're parking, you know, your license tag and all that. So they moved our car for us, and it was so sweet too, because you would think, you know, it's just the car's going to be in the parking lot. No, the car was in the parking lot in the spot that was closest to that terminus. Like, we didn't have to walk anything extra. The car was right there when we got off the trail.
That's nice.
Yeah. Like, it was like they were being thoughtful. Like, they're going to be exhausted. They've been hiking all weekend. We're going to park the car where, I don't know. I just thought it was very thoughtful. But so Dave and I left, and we did 10 miles each day of the 30 days.
Okay.
I need new hiking boots was my learning, but we camped one night up on an overview that had a beautiful view of Pine Creek, which is the creek that runs through the PA Grand Canyon. And the second day, we kind of found a deep hollow next to water to camp, and it was, the sound of running water all night long. And Dave started a fire because it was, low fire risk, and it was beautiful.
That's a good night.
Like Dave and I spent hours just talking on the trail, sitting in comfortable silence, listening to music, and enjoying the outdoors. So
I love it. Were there a lot of people on the trail?
No. We saw 11 people total.
Okay.
6 of the people we saw were trail runners, so they had no gear at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I feel like there was something else I did that I wanted to acknowledge this weekend, but now I'm forgetting what that was. But that's the way our brain works.
Beep. It's gone. Yep. It's gone. Well, my weekend was spent in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
I know, that looked really cool. I think I would love Santa Fe.
Santa Fe was a really, really, so shout out to Julie and Leah and Janelle. These are gals that I used to work with, and I feel blessed that when your work friends become like your forever friends. That it's just really, really cool stuff. So this is actually our 5th year going on a trip together, and Santa Fe was just a really, really cool little town. It has all adobe buildings, fantastic shopping. We did a sunset train ride. We spent like a day at the Four Seasons getting. I have to say, this was the best massage of my entire life.
That's amazing.
Best massage, most expensive massage of my entire life, but best massage of my entire life.
Yeah.
And it was just absolutely incredible. So we kind of like hung out at the Four Seasons all day. We didn't stay there, but we owned the joint, and it was really like kind of off season. I think because it was cooler out, there weren't a lot of tourists in town.
That's perfect.
Oh, it was. I felt we just kept saying like we hit the mother load, that we got to experience the town, and like even shopping. Like on Sunday we went to the main square in the downtown area, and they have all different artists, like Native American artists, who sell their jewelry and different goods. And
it looked very artsy from the pictures.
It's super artsy, and I bought a couple pieces too. So I was really happy about that. We rented a really sweet VRBO place, and everything was within walking distance.
Yeah.
So it just was a really, really incredible weekend.
That's amazing.
And even like you were saying, like with Dave, sometimes you just sit listening to music, or like you're just sitting in silence, but just being each other's company. Like we could all do that, comfortably as well, which was nice. So a lot of great laughs. But we have our destination planned already for next year.
Where are you going?
Well, we started talking about just, hey, like what are some places overseas that like we could get to easily. April time period, I was like, well, they got tulips in Amsterdam, so we're going to Amsterdam.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
None of us have ever been. And so we're going to have a Zoom call here in a couple weeks and try to figure that out.
Are you going to fit that in with the Paris Marathon? Is that your thought there?
I was like Paris, Amsterdam, and then London the following weekend. I was like, oh, maybe. So we have to see what everybody's schedule looks like. But yeah, so that's what we got going on. But I have a want with my foot right now. I don't know if it was because of the massage and she just really worked like my joints in my foot, but the top left of my foot feels like I dropped a bowling ball on it. And it's just I have a lidocaine patch on it right now, and it feels a little bit better than it did yesterday. But I'm like, it's because we got a marathon this weekend. So
yeah, my legs are tanked from the past weekend. So this weekend is.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
You looked at the weather?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We have some precip potentially.
Yeah, so next week we might as well just lead into that a little bit now. We are running on Sunday the Delaware Running Festival, the marathon.
In Wilmington, Delaware.
Yep. It's kind of close to home for us, so it's not going to be really like a recap of like a weekend excursion. We won't be able to attest to that, but we're just going to be recapping the actual race experience.
Compare it a little bit to Rehoboth, because I think those are like at least 2 of the big races in Delaware. So for people who are looking for a Delaware race, it'll give us an opportunity to compare the 2 races against each other.
Yeah. Now, I did look there is a spot. So the last half of the marathon is a large out and back on a trail.
Yes.
Your favorite. But because of that.
Can we do a double plant?
No, it doesn't require a double plant. It requires a one plant that we'll be passing twice at mile 19
well, that's what I'm saying.
and 20.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like a double, like a
we may want to have more than one
Got it.
thing in our bag.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
And
check,
we need
check.
to discuss when we're going to drop that too. Probably
yeah.
morning of, I would think.
Yeah.
Because
we're not staying down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We have to figure all that out.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's get into the Flying Pig Marathon. Now, normally, this is a race that is held in May, and
Yes.
it is known as a big party race.
Yes, it is.
Like big party race. Now, during COVID, like all the races were all funky and stuff. Like the Flying Pig, because they didn't hold the race in May of 2021, obviously not in 2020, got canceled. And then in May of 2021, they did not have it, but they got permission to go and run the race at the end of October of 2021. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of like off cycle a little bit.
But we weren't signed up for May.
Right.
So like that, none of that affected us.
Right.
It was just we decided to sign up for the October edition.
Yeah. So it was a little bit of an off year, but they're back to doing it in May right now.
But it is obvious by the numbers that ran. So the year that we did it, there were almost 1,700 finishers. In 2025, there was 4,700.
Yeah.
So that's significantly bigger.
Significantly bigger.
Than when we ran it.
Yes.
Yeah. But what they provide is pretty amazing. They have an entire weekend experience that, I mean, anything you could want to run or do, they pretty much have it. The marathon, the half, the relay, the 10K, the 5K. If you look on their website, they have like a run with dogs, a beer run, like all these things, including in the suburbs. They have with it also a challenge, the Skyline Chili Challenge, where you can do a 3-way or a 4-way.
Whoa. Wait a
four-way.
minute. What kind of race is this?
Yeah. It swings.
It swings one way or the other.
So you can combine events.
Whatever you're feeling that day,
challenge.
folks. Whatever you're feeling.
Yeah, little marathon, little hot dog run, whatever. Or, wait, not hot dog.
Oh my God.
Dog run.
This is going south fast, folks.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's a really cool destination weekend. And you probably are thinking, Cincinnati? Yeah. Cincinnati.
This was my first and only time going to Cincinnati, and I would totally go back in a heartbeat.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm kind of cut to the chase at the end, but I would go back in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I know.
We're gonna do the running pig again, but or the running pig, the flying pig.
Yeah,
but
we want to experience a flying pig in all of its glory.
Yes.
We felt like we got a truncated version.
We got like a little morsel of it.
Yeah,
but still
it was amazing.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah, so the course, they've changed the course a little bit.
Yep, a little bit. They spend a little bit more time in Kentucky than what we did. The loop down there is a little bit bigger.
Okay. So it's kind of cool. You're in both states, but when you run this race, and if you're using it for the 50 states, because you start and finish in Cincinnati, Ohio, it's an Ohio race.
Yes,
yeah,
it is an Ohio race. Now, because they reworked and kind of bumped out the beginning part into Kentucky more, they now bring you. We kind of bypassed around the north part of downtown Cincinnati. They now go through downtown Cincinnati.
Yeah. I'm sorry, folks. For those
Laura's
of you,
twitchy in the face tonight.
For those of you who are not seeing us on video right now, I'm doing like these like face stretching things. My face, I don't know if it's still tomato red, but it's
just slightly.
It's not
red.
like Philly's red right now. It's pink. But I had some
flying pig.
I had some microneedling done late today, and my face is starting to feel it right now. So I was giving you a hard time last week about like coming out hot off of your hike with Barb. Yeah. And not in makeup, I got like microneedling face going on right now on video.
Is
so
on fire.
Yeah, like seriously, like my face just feels really stiff right now. It's just like, ugh. Anyway, sorry. I will continue to make those faces throughout the rest of the.
I will try to not notice your twitching.
Okay.
So, I mean, and then from there on, there was like some tweaking around one of the Fairfax neighborhoods and stuff, but the end was almost identical. But it's similar. It's not terribly changed.
The finish, you finish actually you start and finish around the stadiums.
Yeah.
So the baseball stadiums, football stadium down there. And it's cool because there's actually a bridge that's down there that is made by the same person who architected the Brooklyn Bridge, and it's just a smaller version of the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
I had no idea.
Bridge. It's really pretty, and it's a pretty backdrop with the stadiums, and it made for a really, really pretty finish line area. And they have like a huge festival set up at the very end of the race as well.
The weekend's a party. And what's nice is that they also offer a 7-hour cutoff.
Yes.
Which,
So like if you're wanting to, interact with the spectators and, or do anything fun along the course, which we're going to walk through in a minute because we had a lot of fun in this race.
Yes, we did.
It gives you time to go and kind of like screw around a little bit. So where did we end up staying? Because we stayed really close to the start line.
Yeah, we stayed at the courtyard right downtown.
Yeah. Cincinnati downtown courtyard.
Yeah. Was that a historic property too?
No, that one was not.
That was not.
Yeah.
We did walk to a historic. If we go back, I want to stay at that Hilton.
Oh, I totally agree.
There is the Hilton Netherlands
Plaza
Hotel. This thing is an Art Deco gem.
Oh my God.
Gem.
Like you walk in to the lobby and remember the bar? The bar
was
like
somehow reminded me of like the Shining bar.
Yeah.
Kind of in the middle of the room.
Yeah, and then it had another layer up on top, and I don't know.
It was like a two-story restaurant bar area.
It was spectacular.
Yeah, that's a must-do. Haven't stayed there, can attest to that. The courtyard was great.
Yeah, it was so convenient. It was very convenient, very reasonable, and it made it easy to not only do the start and the finish, but then like quickly take showers afterward and then like go out and about,
And we walked almost everywhere. We had a car, but we walked almost everywhere that weekend.
Yeah, we did.
Just for the mile 20 drop.
Yeah, we totally did. So, but we ended up, because this race was on a Sunday, and we ended up flying in on a Friday. So we ended up having like the whole time on Saturday to kind of like do some sightseeing. We're going to talk about like some family members, your family members that we got to go and see. But that was pretty easy flight to get in and out from Philly to Cincinnati as well.
Yeah, it was very easy.
Small airport, very convenient.
Yeah, and then we headed over there. The packet pickup is at First Financial Center, I think. I'm sorry, First Financial Center. And it was a big expo.
It was a really big expo.
I bought a lot of shit at that one. I don't buy a lot of stuff.
What did you buy there?
The hat.
I bought the hat.
The hat. I had a mug.
Oh.
What else did I buy? Was it just the hat and the mug? I don't know. It felt like more than I normally buy.
Yeah. No, I bought the hat because.
No, I think I have another Cincinnati shirt.
Yeah.
Like a T-shirt, maybe.
Okay.
With a pig on it.
Okay.
Something. I don't know. I just remember thinking that they had a lot of good photo op stuff in the expo and a lot of really cool merchandise.
They did, and the one thing that I really liked a lot is that they had all these gigantic pigs that were dressed up in lederhosen and I don't know, like motorcycle outfit. And I mean, they were huge. They were bigger than us.
Yes.
And you can go and get your pictures taken with them throughout the expo. So I thought that was a fun thing to go and
their
experience.
marketing is on point.
It is, and it's very consistent. I mean, we're wearing the shirts right now, and it's got the little pig.
It's one of my favorite shirts.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
I love it. And then I got sad because Dave broke my mug.
Oh.
And it made me very sad. So
you know what you need to do?
Go run it again.
Go run it again and get another mug.
Yeah. Well, I did go. I keep checking on eBay, thinking maybe somebody has one that'll want to get rid of it. I haven't seen one yet. I bought an old Flying Pig one off of eBay, but it's just not the same because it was like a big fat camper mug.
Oh, I know which one you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Dave.
Damn it, Dave.
He wanted to totally mess up your rotation.
Yeah. Yeah. So packet pickup was awesome. Or expo was awesome.
Yep.
Had really great time there. And then we went over to Condado for tacos.
Yes.
I think we wound up going over there twice.
Did we?
Yeah, I think we went there post-race for margs and chips and salsa and food.
Yeah.
Post-race. I can't remember if that was a no-shower happy hour, though.
No, we took showers, I think, afterward.
Did we?
Yeah. Yeah.
We liked that place so nice. We went to it twice.
Yeah, but there was very, very good tacos.
Yes.
Just kind of very easy to order.
But the star of the show.
Our dinner.
Star of the show.
Oh my God. We went to this place called MoerBurger Brewing Company, but now you're saying that it is now called the Cincinnati Lager House.
It is.
So it was the MoerBurger Brewing Company. Again, now it's the Cincinnati Lager House. It is actually down in the stadium area, so down by the water. And you and I had at the time what was called a MoerBurger. It is now called, and thank you for doing all the research on this, Lori. It is now called the Cincy Stack Burger. I like the MoerBurger better name.
You have no idea the panic I had when I could not find
it.
And then I'm like, holy shit, it's not there anymore. Because this is like one of the most best burgers I've ever had in my life.
It is the best burger I've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's strange and amazing. But then I'm like, okay, I'm going to pull up the menu. I'm going to relax. I'm going to pull up the menu and see what they have. And the burger is different. It's called different. It's the Cincy Stack Burger now. This sucker has cheddar, pastrami, fried egg, the beef patty, bacon, sweet onion relish, black pepper aioli on a potato bun.
And they had a gluten-free potato bun, too.
And we sat there, and I'm like, pastrami? That's weird. And I'm like, I feel like I have to try this.
I know. And I remember us looking at the menu, and I very seldom ever order burgers.
Yeah, very rare.
And so when you were like, I'm going for this, I'm like, dude, that sounds like the freaking bomb. Like, I feel like I need that in my life. And I'm so glad that I had it.
I feel like we both kind of like took a bite of it at the same time and kind of looked at each other like, oh my God. Like, what am I eating right now?
Didn't they have like sweet potato fries with it too?
With so good.
With like some kind of like mayonnaise dip. Oh,
it
dude,
was so good.
That was that
highly recommend. You gotta go there dinner, whenever you're hungry, maybe post race.
Maybe we make a mention of the Cincinnati Lager House, and I don't know, maybe they can ship a Cincy Stack Burger. I feel like are we playing Cincy this year against the Eagles? Because I feel like we need to go and recreate those burgers maybe for one of those. Because I know we've done Skyline Chili.
We have done Skyline,
but we have not replicated the burger. I don't know how we have not replicated the burger, Lori.
I feel like we have to replicate this burger. We're going to do that. We're going to figure it out.
We're going to figure that out.
Yep.
And then we ate again the following morning.
Surprise. We went to the Sleepy Bee Cafe.
That was cute.
It's very cute. I have lots of pictures of the interior of that because I thought it was very artsy.
It was very, very artsy.
It was delicious.
Yeah.
I think we had some great lattes. And
again, very, very easy to walk to from the Courtyard Hotel. The other thing that I really appreciated when we were walking around downtown are all of the art murals. I took a lot of pictures.
There's some cool
the
murals.
Sides of the buildings.
Yeah.
With just some incredible art. And I, artists are just gifted to begin with, but to take something and then put it on like brick,
scale it
right to that size, it is definitely just incredible. So I think every time we turned around we saw another mural, which was kind of cool.
We spent most of Saturday kind of wandering around the day, just kind of exploring Cincinnati. And I feel like the whole vibe of Cincinnati, if you've never been, is kind of like this artsy, blue collar, turn of the century with a little bit of Art Deco,
with a little bit of granola.
But it has a rich brewing history.
Yes. Yeah, we did something really cool that you had gotten us tickets for.
Yeah, they have like an underground brew tour where they kind of talked about how they brewed beer during Prohibition. and like
people in Cincinnati, they were hardcore about it, man.
They were.
The stories that they told were incredible.
Well, I think the whole area was settled originally by a lot of Germans, which is why the name of the restaurant was the Moerline. And one of the neighborhoods that we were exploring and where we went on our beer tour was the Over the Rhine neighborhood.
Yes.
Neighborhood, which was originally a more of a blue collar neighborhood, but is now turned over into more of a trendy shops, boutiques, artsy restaurants, all of that. It was super cute.
Yeah, super cute.
We wound up, my cousin, so because it was so close to Louisville, my cousin Mike and his wife Kathy came up and joined us.
I like Mike and Kathy. They're really good people.
They joined us for, was it like a late lunch, early dinner?
It was a late lunch.
Yeah.
And we had grabbed some beers with them, and then I think they ate. Because I think we were holding out for pizza.
Yeah, probably.
And I think we ate breakfast like really late. So yeah, but we grabbed some beers with them at Taft's Cafe. But
that one has changed too.
Yeah, it's called, was it Melatonin Beer Project? So that's different. But it's a really cool property.
It's like an old church.
So, yeah, it's like an old church, but like it's like, it feels like a beer hall.
Yeah.
You know, so really open, like it feels German. Feels like a German beer hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you're in that area too, there's a big area called Washington Square. And they have like a really cool music hall that was built in like the late 1800s, 1878. And it
really pretty building.
Yeah, it's a beautiful building, beautiful little park, and that building like houses all their performing arts stuff, like the symphony and the ballet and all of that.
And that park was really busy with people. There, it was a beautiful day outside, and I recall a lot of people like had their kids outside sitting with blankets, just reading books. Yeah, it was really, really, really nice.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day. It was really cool. So Cincinnati has a lot to offer.
It does.
Although we didn't go, when we did go to dinner, we did not go to a traditional pizza place.
Yeah, we didn't do pizza. And I don't remember why we went to the Butcher and Barrel.
Probably because we were like, that looks cool. Let's go there. That would be my guess.
If you recall, like it was a really cool looking bar.
Yes.
And
it was a beautiful
we were just like suckers for the architecture and the vibes, but I don't even remember what I had, but it was like I just remember that being a cool place.
It was a lot of pasta, like not necessarily like pizzas and things on the menu, but it looked like they had several pasta dishes.
And I think we just sat at the bar and ate at the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then some highlights about the race day. It's the flying pig. So, in previous episodes, we've talked about how a lot of times we'll buy onesies on like Amazon or like just in our local Walmart store and wear the onesie as like our throwaway outfit. Well, this one we got pig onesies.
Of course. You
and
have
not
to
only
have a pig
not only pig onesies, but then I was like, well, like when we get rid of the pig onesies, we still need to like be like the little piggies. Yeah. So I got us some pig ears and then pig tails. And the pigtails we pinned.
A pig nose.
And a pig nose. And the pigtails we ended up hooking to like our running belts.
Yeah.
Which was fun. So, and we got a lot of comments along the way. But we had some fun T-shirts too.
Yes, we did. Because we ran on October 31st. So it was.
Which is Halloween here in the United States.
Yeah. It was Halloween. So you got a tank that says time to run, which is.
Yes.
It was cute.
It had little witch on it.
Yeah.
And they were orange. So. But I probably next go around might get some pig shirts or something like that. So
yeah.
All right. So then you recalled this hill that we ended up running up. I mean, I remember the outcrop and like the view. It was spectacular. But honestly, like I don't remember the hill, and I guess that's a good thing because I'm usually the one who's traumatized by hills. But like you're the one who's remembering the hill for this race. So
well,
I'm like,
I think I remembered the hill because we took a shot of whiskey.
And I don't remember that either. So it's probably PTSD.
I think it was like a peanut butter or like a banana flavored. It was some kind of weird flavored whiskey. Does that trigger anything?
That triggers peanut butter whiskey.
Yes. So like there is, and it's after you go through downtown. I have no idea what mile it is. It probably is, I'm going to guess, like between 8 and 10 maybe. Maybe it's further down. But there is a ginormous hill in the flying pig.
Ginormous.
It is. It's
according to Lori.
It's pretty big. Which, hello.
I know.
You're looking at stuff and you're like, this is a hill. And I'm like, no, this is a slight incline.
I know.
So this is actually
I tend to over-exaggerate when it comes to hills.
I'm not over-exaggerating. This is a hill. And I remember us climbing it, and we were getting towards the top, and there were some apartments off to the right, and there was like a dude set up with a table with these like, I've got peanut butter whiskey. And I was like, all right.
And then I don't know how you remember this, but like the song from Imagine Dragons, I'm on top of the world. Hey, I'm on top of the world. And so that was playing as we were climbing up this hill.
As we were cresting the top.
Yeah.
It was really cool. It was
fantastic views of the river, though.
I imprinted on that moment.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I did think that it was fun. So there was a fire station, and they had a chair. It was like just an office chair with an ottoman that they had pulled out, I guess, from the fire station, and they had a big sign next to it, and it said that it was the quitter's chair. So of course I was like, Lori, go sit on the chair. I'll take your picture. So
And
you
of
like
course I
like
ran
you
and
like
sat on
ran
the chair.
over, like put your feet up on it. But I thought that was really fun. And then there was another neighborhood that had an absolute freaking incredible spread
Yes.
of freaking like food and mimosas and everything. And they were all about us
They
like
were
partaking.
partying, yes.
Yes.
And I was all about their partying.
Yeah.
I was supporting the partying.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
It does have a feel, like I can only imagine that when this thing is in full throttle, it feels like Route 66.
Yes.
Like I feel like it's that good. I feel like we got a peek at it. It was very close. There was like
we
really
got some
good
morsels.
neighborhoods.
We got some morsels. We gotta like come back to us. Come
Yes.
experience us again.
Yes.
Yeah. They sucked us in.
Yeah.
But thank gosh we didn't go and pay attention to the guy dressed up as Jesus. Because what did his sign say?
The end is coming.
Yeah. Got a picture of that, and it was like, huh. Guess I need to finish the race then.
Which end are we discussing?
Yes.
I'm not sure which one is.
Yeah. And then we snapped a really cool shot. I've never seen a dog.
Oh, this was insane.
This dog was perched up on top of a fire hydrant. So all four of its legs, not like its front legs, all four of its legs, it was standing on top of the fire hydrant with pig ears.
Yes.
And it was like, I've never seen that like ever.
And
like,
I think I remember like the owner being like, "Oh yeah, he does that all the time."
And you gotta wonder like
weird.
how the hell does like the momentum of the front legs, and like I even think about your dogs like just even trying to get up into your Jeep like after we run, and I'm like,
well, they're just
and
sad
well,
looking.
like yeah, but that for that dog to like not only get the momentum up on like the little tiny knob, but then like
To
get to stop,
Yeah.
and not go fall over the other side. I
or
don't know.
slide off. Yeah.
I don't know. That was really, really cool stuff. And again, like, towards the end of the finish line, you're running by the Reds and the Bengals stadiums. And I love it because they don't call it the finish line. They call it the finish swine.
Yes.
And so
everything's pig themed.
And everything is pig themed. And then where you finish out the race is like a really big festival at the end.
Which
Yeah.
I think, was it pizza and beer there too?
Probably.
I feel like there's pictures of me munching on pizza.
Yeah, I mean, some races have gotten better, at things. And you know what? You do have a note here that we went back to the taco place to go get margaritas and food.
Yeah, I had 2 charges for there on 2 different
Yeah,
days.
yeah. And I have a picture of us because the Eagles were playing the Lions that day, and they weren't playing it in the bar because we were in Cincinnati.
Right. Nobody gives a shit about the Eagles-Detroit game in Cincinnati.
So I think I ended up going and buying like an NFL.com like streaming service. So we had a picture, and I guess the screenshot when I had taken it, we were winning like 41-7 or something, because that was when like the Lions were really bad.
Yes.
I'll take those days again. But yeah. So we sat and watched our Eagles play probably the last quarter and a half, and got some more chips and margs and stuff like that.
We always wind up trying to catch the tail end of Eagles games at the end of marathons.
We do. We definitely do. And the other cool thing, and this wasn't when we did tacos. It was probably like when we were doing dinner that night, and I don't know where we did dinner that night.
I think that the taco. I think that might have been.
Well, because I was in my flying pig shirt with my friend. So my friend Johan Pereira.
Yeah, that's right.
So shout out to Johan. Johan is one of my buds from West Point. He was a swimmer, I think on the water polo team too. But just absolutely fantastic guy. He's got a fantastic family. He ended up coming down and saying hello. You got to hear a couple of crazy West Point stories.
Yes.
And
I'd forgotten all about that.
Yeah, it was just really nice to go and just wherever we are, being able to go and connect with folks, whether it be Mike and Kathy or Johan. That's also why we do this as well, right?
Yep.
Try to look up people that we know and just try to connect as we're in the area.
Exactly.
So now the swag. The swag, I like the swag.
Swag is great.
Yeah.
The metal is insane. Oh, well, I'm jumping, but the shirt is great.
The shirt, it's a long sleeve. It's a long sleeve tech shirt. It says a flying pig on the front.
But it's like a comfy tech shirt. It's breathable. It's an Asics.
It's a nice cut. And it was a woman's cut. It was a woman's cut for us as well. Yeah, I wear this one a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
I wear it a lot. And the metal, it's heavy.
Yeah, it's really heavy.
Like this thing is quality with a flying pig on it.
What? It's got a pig on it?
It's got a pig.
And then the ribbon is and it has the flying pig and it's pink. And it actually says the marathon on it, not half marathon, not 5K or just the flying pig, but it has the marathon and it has the year on it as well.
Yes, it does.
So that I
Same with the shirts. The shirts have the year and the marathon on it.
Yep.
Very specific because the half marathon is actually called the Queen Bee.
Yeah.
So it has completely different marketing stuff.
Yeah.
It's the Flying Pig Marathon and the Queen Bee half.
Yeah, which I like because then it's like you're running the Flying Pig Marathon.
Exactly.
Yes.
But I think that's the reason, like the whole culture around the flying pig is why people are drawn to run it. Like, and it's odd because a lot of people, that will be their first marathon and it's Ohio. You know what I mean? Not to say that anything's bad about Ohio, but you could run Big Sur, you can run Coastal, you can go to Disney, but people do flying pig.
Could you imagine that being your? We ran Disney as our first marathons. I mean, that's like a really, really big deal. I mean, you like go big or go home, right? Like those races are huge, but like the party atmosphere in Cincinnati, like it was so party-ish that you said you have a video of me. There were some kids that were on the street when we were coming towards the end. There were some kids that were playing basketball, and I actually stopped to play basketball with them because I think that the people that were in those, they were like a bunch of like connected homes and stuff. Like they had drinks, and like we were grabbing drinks from them, like along that last stretch there as well. Yeah. So, but I played basketball during a marathon.
Yeah, we just shot a couple baskets.
The kids loved it, and so and then do you remember when we were finishing up there was like a group of like high schoolers, and they were volunteers, and they were all just kind of sitting on the side, right, and stuff. And like you and I were like, come on, like, and next thing you know, like they're all like cheering and shouting for us and stuff. Like I also remember kind of getting them going as well.
We sometimes do that.
Yes,
to crowds. I'm like, I know it's been 6 hours, but come on, this is awesome.
Yeah. So what do you think? I know next week we're gonna be talking about.
Yeah, next week we are talking about the Delaware Running Festival.
So I'm kind of curious to see what the crowd is going to be like this coming weekend.
I'm assuming it's not going to be much.
I'm assuming it's not going to be much either, but
this is not me trying to be mean, but for you and I, normally we travel, but you've had an insane travel schedule, and I'm like, I know that if we schedule something to go somewhere, you're secretly going to be miserable, and that's not what this experience is about. It's about joy and enjoying what we're doing. So we decided that we were either going to have to do a long run or run something. So we're like, well, this is close to home. Yeah. So it sounds bad, but my expectations are just rock bottom. I
don't have any expectations. It's like,
I don't.
We're running Delaware again. I mean, it's contributing to us, getting towards running 100 marathons. Yeah. But it's not upping the ante on the second round of the 50 states.
No, but it's better than running the Chester Valley Trail.
But it's better than running a 20 or 22 miler on the Chester County Trail.
Exactly.
Yes, I totally agree.
So next week, I'm looking forward to recapping that. If you are following along and you're listening to us for the first time, please join us at Mile 20 Podcast.
At Mile 20 Podcast.
On Instagram and Facebook. You can like us and subscribe on YouTube as well. You can stream us wherever you listen to your podcasts. Now, go make Mile 20 your bitch.
Peace out, folks.